Guided meditation is Asubha Bhavana, recollection of repulsive or impurities. In the body there are constituent parts, and the 5 obvious visible parts are the hair of the head, the body hair, teeth, nails and skin. These are the 5 parts which are visible. And when they are in their own place in the body, in the respective locations in the body, they may be viewed as beautiful and pleasant, and one tends to take delight, tends to become attached to these parts. And as much as one is attached or takes delight in oneself, one will take delight or become attached to other people, another or other people, leading to lustful thoughts. So if one consider them in constituent parts, they will be viewed as impure, unpleasant, and one will be free from delight and attachment. So in this way one has got to develop this repulsive, the impurities, the impure nature of these constituent parts, taking them one by one and develop this practice. The immediate benefit is that when you are concentrating your mind in the course of the practice, you may be able to see in your mind or with your even eyes some beautiful objects, especially the opposite sex, man to woman or woman to man. Then one may become attached or think highly of another person. When you have practiced this Asubha Bhavana, repulsive meditation on repulsive, recollection of impurities, because you have seen them as not beautiful, you will not become attached when you see such lustful things, seductive, alluring objects. Hence this practice of Asubha Bhavana, in order to get this kind of benefit in the course of the practice. Now the guided meditation is Maranasati, recollection of death, thinking in advance of death or remembering death, that soon one can die by any reason. The death is permanent, life is impermanent. Death is sudden and life is uncertain. In this way one can recollect the mindfulness of Maranasati, mindfulness of death. One can die any time at any place. One can meet death. So if one has practiced this in advance, the recollection of the death, one will not be afraid of death. And when the time comes for in the last minute, at the end of one's life, then one will be able to face this death with courage, and this is the quality that one can possess with the recollection of death, especially also during the course of the practice when one is enduring this painful sensations in the body. One tends to lax in one's energy. One's energy tends to lax and give up, wishing to give up, and not wishing to practice at the risk of one's body and life. Because one has practiced this Maranasati, mindfulness of death, one is prepared to sacrifice for any noble undertaking. One will not hesitate to take risks. At the risk, one will be able to practice at the risk of one's body and life. And when one meets with unbearable sensations, one will be able to sit through it, overcome it, and realize the concentration and knowledge in a remarkable manner. So the benefit of Maranasati is fearlessness, not being afraid, to practice with energy and not being afraid of death. So we have to live well in order to die well. This is the key word. Living well to die well. Living well means practice Maranasati, then you can die well. Die well means die without fear. So when you are practicing this way of mindfulness, you will be able to develop this courage to practice at the risk of one's body and life. So hence this practice of Maranasati for about 1 minute. In this way, the Buddha has specified these 4 guardian meditations to protect you in the course of the practice, namely Buddhanusati, recollection of the Buddha, Metta Bhavana, meditation on mindfulness, the loving kindness, Asubha Bhavana, recollection of impurities or repulsive, and Maranasati, recollection of death. In the total, say, for 5 minutes, so that you'll be able to be free from all the disturbances in the practice and be able to practice peacefully. So when you are about to sit for the morning, you can recollect or practice these 4 guardian meditations for a total of 5 minutes, so that you'll be able to realize the Dhamma. So may you all be able, with the practice of the 4 guardian meditations, to practice peacefully and to realize concentration and knowledge in a remarkable manner. With this he concludes his talk. Sadhu.